Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Wednesday, September 21st, 2016. Let's start the day off with some proof that one of my favorite franchises is indeed getting a sequel, and here it is! An article referencing From Software working on a new Armored Core game. Please, 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 please bring this one to PC. For Honor had 5.8 million people take part in its closed alpha, making it Ubisoft's largest so far. After the recent update of Star Wars Battlefront, it is now possible to equip 2 trait cards. In a reveal for Battlefield 1, EA has shown off 4 new maps and all the modes that will be included in the game. For a link to view that more closely for yourself, please see the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. More information coming from the CEO of the Pokemon Company saying Nintendo is trying to change how people think about video game consoles and handhelds with the NX. Well, how about you show us something about it, Nintendo? Also coming from him is him saying PvP and other features for Pokemon Go will be rolling out slowly. Hopefully not slower than a Snorlax. In other Nintendo news, they announced today Super Mario Maker for 3DS will not be getting support for 3D functionality. Not really a big deal there. Most people don't really use the 3D anyway. In some mod news, because I got the overall feeling that you guys do want to see some interesting mods when I come across them, a mod that allows unofficial multiplayer support to Stardew Valley is now available, just in case you were tired of waiting for official support. Seriously, it's been months. Where is it? For being such a calming game, it's starting to piss me the fuck off. You know what doesn't piss me off, though? Free games! And if you buy a GTX 1070 or a GTX 1080, you will receive Gears of War 4 free with your new hardware, which means it's time for release announcements, starting with Seraph, leaving early access today, and it's headed next to PS4. Release date to be determined. Dragonball Xenoverse 2 has a new trailer out, and you can find that down below too. And Dragonball Fusions for Nintendo 3DS has a confirmed release date of December 13th. If you like puzzle games, Picross 3D Round 2 has a new trailer out, and I'm probably going to pick up that one too. I love Picross. The Sims 4 has a new city living DLC out about life in a densely populated city. And finally, for teasers, the games you receive with your Xbox Live Gold subscription have been revealed, and gamers can look forward to The Escapists starting on October 16th. That's a fun one too. I really like that game. Valve has changed their review system yet again, and find out which part of Blizzard is going away for forever. Today on News Cartridge. For our top story today, Blizzard announced that they are retiring the name Battle.net. Yes, indeed, the service that was implemented back in 1996 is losing its name, and if you didn't know, the entire Battle.net server for Diablo 1 was run off of a single PC. Now, just to be clear, Blizzard is not doing away with Battle.net completely, they're just dropping the name. In a memo released today, Blizzard explains that back when Battle.net was first created, they needed a way to advertise to people their games had online functionality, and their branding for this was Battle.net. Now that online multiplayer is almost a requirement these days, not for all games of course, but a lot of single-player games do have online elements too. Some players were confused by the two entities, Blizzard and Battle.net, so rather than try to rename it to something god-awful hip and cool, they're respectfully retiring the name. But I will still call it Battle.net, as I'm sure many gamers who grew up with it would. So I guess, don't get on us old folky gamers who like our game launcher to have a name. Next up, Hi-Rez Studios, the developer of Smite, have responded to claims that Paladins, their most recent release, is a clone of Overwatch at best and a ripoff at worst. Responding to player criticism, a developer from Hi-Rez explains that sometimes ideas for game development come from the same source. In fact, most of the abilities that dissenters of the game say are ripoffs come from a previous Hi-Rez Studio game called Global Agenda. Blizzard is known for their fun, cartoon-like art style, while at the same time retaining a sense of realism. But if you look at Smite, you will see a similar cartoon-like art style with a sense of realism done in a different way. Yes, some of the characters may seem similar, like a goblin in a mech suit compared to D.Va, and a dwarf who lays turrets, which, by the way, had concept art prepared for Paladins way before Overwatch was even announced. After playing the game, I really don't feel like the two are similar at all. First of all, there are only 5 heroes instead of 6. Yes, it's a small difference, but it is there. You can't change heroes during the match. There is a loadout system and a progression system beyond getting cosmetic items. If anything, it's more similar to Battleborn, but even that is a stretch. Hero shooters seem to be popular these days, and just because two may use a similar ability or may share a similar color palette, this does not mean the games are mechanically similar at all. And in this case, I do not believe that Paladins is a ripoff of Overwatch or even a clone. I had fun with it, by the way, and you should too. Go check it out for yourself if you want to compare the two games. It is free to play on Steam, so you have nothing to lose. In the quick spot today, Valve has changed their review system yet again in response to the criticism from last week. Previously, if a key was obtained from outside of Steam, it would not be included in the default reviews. Users would have to change settings in order to view them. Now, all reviews are included by default. However, one thing that is not changing is the review score, which determines the user approval rating. Do you think the approval rating should be included if a user got a key from an outside source? Let me know in the comment section down below. Finally today, I'm gonna shill to you guys! Don't worry though, I don't have any affiliation to this site, and unlike yesterday, I actually want you to go check them out. So Humble Bundle is my favorite place to go buy video games, not only because they offer bundles that rotate every week, those bundles contain high quality games, and part of your purchase will go to charity. It really is too good to be true. They also offer a storefront to buy Steam keys with the ability to link your Steam ID and add games to your account with ease. On top of that, they offer a monthly $12 grab bag of at least 8 games, and again, no matter where you spend your money, part of it is going to go to charity. Today, a new bundle was introduced, the Jumbo Bundle 7, with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, a classic theme park builder, Devil Daggers, a stripped-down first-person shooter, Runestone Keeper, a dungeon crawler and roguelike, Stronghold Crusader 2, a $50 game, and an RTS builder, Punch Club, a throwback to an old-school brawler games, Miscreated, an open-world zombie survival game very comparable to DayZ, and then my favorite of the list, Prison Architect, yet another builder game, and one that I easily sank 50+ hours into and enjoyed every bit of it. If you spend the ceiling limit of $10, you get all of these games and more when a few more are announced in a few days. You even have the option of spending just a single dollar and getting the first 3 games. It really is the perfect place if you're gaming on a budget. You know you want them, so here's tomorrow's game releases for PC: Sorcery Part 4, Thunder Gun, Revenge of the Mutants, Guns in Boxes, Pavilion, Hack Mud, Virginia, The Secret Order 4, Beyond Time, The Uncertain, Episode 1, The Last Quiet Day, Red Comrades 2, For the Great Justice, Spectrum, Barrow Hill, Curse of the Ancient Circle, Barrow Hill, The Dark Path, Deep Below, Heroes of the Monkey Tavern, Requisience, Stellar Tactics, and Dream Car Racing 3D. For PlayStation 4, Virginia, and Tau House, Scarlet Curiosity. For Xbox One, Virginia, and for Nintendo Wii U, Severed and Titan's Tower. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And how did Reinhardt afford his rocket hammer and set of armor? He charged it!